Today in Bible, students will learn about the Garden of Gethsemane. This is in Matthew chapter 26, verses 36 to 56. So this takes place right after the Last Supper. Jesus will lead his disciples into the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. Here in the garden, Jesus will also be arrested, and which will start his trial, leading to him being crucified. Today in math, students can complete worksheet 4. You can turn that in on this evening. Today's phonics and language lesson, students will begin with reviewing charts 6, 7, and 8 on today. Here is a review of the 4 types of sentences that we have learned. So we have declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. So I have 4 sentences that students can read and identify which type of sentence it is. They can also orally give you their own type of that sentence. Next, students will have some words here that they can identify the special sounds in the words. Most of them will have more than one sound, so just make sure to look at them carefully and have them also read the words to you as well. So today's lesson will be on identifying adverbs and sentences. So students already learned how to identify an adjective in a sentence. Remember, adjectives will tell you what kind and how many of a noun inside of a sentence, while adverbs will tell you how the verb is done in the sentence. So I have 3 sentences here on the video. And so the first one says the beaver swam quickly. And so the verb that we want to identify is swam, and it's telling you how the beaver swam, which was quickly. So quickly would be the adverb in this sentence. So students can read them and identify the adverbs. We have already learned adverbs, so this shouldn't be too difficult for them. They can also give you their own adverb to go in the sentence as well. After students complete this, they will move on to workbook pages 281 and 282 on today. And language students have been learning prepositions. And so as just a reminder, a preposition is a word that shows the relationship of a noun or pronoun to another word in the sentence. And so far we have learned list 1, list 2, list 3, and list 4. I don't expect students to memorize every single one of the prepositions, but I just want them to know what words are prepositions in case they need to make sentences or when they are reading sentences to be able to identify the prepositions. So you can just review list 1 through 4 real quick before we get into the new list on today. Here is preposition list 5. The prepositions are in, inside, into, and like. I have a few sentences here that have an example with each preposition in them. Students can just read the sentences. They can also make up their own as well. This is preposition list 6. The prepositions are near, of, off, on, and over. So again, I have some sentences and I have the preposition underlined in the sentence so that students can practice them. They can also make up their own. They can give you some orally. And they can just practice writing these as well. So it's up to you however you want to expand the lesson, but these are the prepositions. Tomorrow we'll get a little more deeper into them. This week in spelling, we are on list 28. Students have 17 words and 3 vocabulary words. There will be no more Latin words. We will strictly do spelling words from the book. This week in science, students will learn about the atmosphere and the different types of weather. They can read pages 144 to 153. Students will learn about Americans of creativity and Americans who change sports in social studies on this week. They can read pages 152 to 155.